So in my opinion, one of the biggest beliefs that a subcontractor has to just completely stop thinking is true is that your marketing has to be expensive and super complex systems, because it really can take you $200 to $300 a month to get to $1 million in revenue. It's what we did. It's what we've done. It's what we're doing now, right? And so one of the biggest things is that subcontractors think GCs are going to get reached by mailers to the doors or SMS texts. But the thing that I like to tell everybody is you have to understand, how does this industry even communicate? Inside of the industry, everybody's number one main communication source is through email. And I learned this because maybe 6-7 years ago, I was a rebar detailer, right? So I did all the plans and detailing for the rebar that went into high rises and bridges here in Florida. And I realized that 100% of our communication was through email, right? The first touch, the introduction, there was calls in between that made that relationship building better, or the communication cadence better. But the number one communication cadence was outbound email. And so understanding this, I realized it's not a matter of will email work, it's a matter of when will it work. How many emails does it take to get my message to be seen so that we can generate opportunities and as a whole consider the outbound email process to work. That is what I am going to be touching on today, because today the email that I sent, email number 2, is going to build onto the last video, because you have to understand that you have to create these opportunities. You're in the position you are now because you've been waiting for them. And it's not your fault. Most of us as subcontractors, this is what we do. We wait for opportunities, right? We're working on the job sites. We had 1 or 2 people that swung by, left us their card, told us, hey, we may have an opportunity for you in say 2 or 3 weeks. But the thing is, we're so caught up in our work and the next work that we already had lined up, that by the time we realized we had no more work coming in the next couple of days, we tried to reach out to those 2 or 3 contacts that swung by the job site and saw us working. And when we called them, we realized that they had given their job to another vendor. Why? Well, I think it's because you didn't stay top of mind, right? Contractors have a lot going on. They have many jobs that are ongoing. They have jobs that are closing. They have stresses that are going on there. And although you may feel annoying sending 3, 4, 5 emails a month, it's what's required for you to convert. So you have to stop thinking that emails don't work and that only one email will work. Because on average, we're seeing that we're generating opportunities on the 4th to 5th email. And so this is taking process in a course of 30 days to about 60 days, that you have to be consistently reaching out, consistently giving them value and showing who you are and what you offer in order to generate. So now I'm going to read to you email number 2 that talks about creating opportunities versus waiting for them. Subtalk: creating opportunities, waiting for the opportunities. Viewpoints I like. Our value to contractors begin when we find them. No matter how good your quality is, a GC won't award you if they don't know you exist. The easiest way to change that is to introduce yourself, and yet so many subcontractors don't do it. Here's an easy, simple, and free way to start emailing. If you're just starting, Google general contractors in the area. Email 1 every day, Monday through Friday. Track who, what, and when they responded. Now, if you're already in business, then what you want to do is create that new list from Google, email them, but you're also going to follow up with every contractor you know, plus call anyone who hasn't responded from the previous. Now, if you're in business, you're going to email your new list, plus follow up with every contractor you know, plus call any who haven't responded. Then add them into your CRM. You're going to set tasks to convert them or nurture them. Think endless follow-up. Do it. It'll get you more opportunities than just waiting for the next one. Creating opportunities, waiting for them. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, I don't have the time to wait around and, give this outbound email system 30, 60, 90 days to work. I need to start generating things now. And that's why I say you got to create them. If you are in a crunch for money, the fastest way to generate opportunities is to simply call the signs around the active projects you already have now, right? That, or looking at everybody that you've contacted, even if it was a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 years ago, if you find their contact and you remember saying, oh, this person is a general contractor, or this person at one point asked if I did this kind of work, then you're going to reach out to them. You're not going to say, give me work. Right? That's the one thing that you have to understand, is that at every point that you're contacting or touching a potential client, it is a sales interaction. Okay? You're going to follow up just saying, hey, my name is Mundo. I'm still doing siding. If you know, or if you're interested in having some siding work, just let me know. Let us connect. Right? That's what you're going to do. Hey, are you still in business? Hey, I remember we connected last year. You were building houses in the whatever area you're in. is that still ongoing for you, right? You're opening up a conversation that could eventually lead to them saying, hey, well, maybe I could use you, okay? And so it's crucial. This is huge right here, because you have to understand every touch point is a sales touch, right? And so you have to understand what is it that you're looking to generate. And at the beginning, all we're looking to generate is someone to say, yeah, we may have something for you, right? Because after that, the nurture process takes over. And that's exactly what the next videos we'll be talking into, right? Okay, now you understand that you have to send daily communications, right? We're going to get your outbound started and the foundation set in place for you to continue to do that without being always hands-on your marketing. And once that starts flowing in, right, you inject everybody that you previously connected with that continues to add to that and build momentum while we're restructuring your prices, while we're seeing who's answering, what kind of bids are coming in, what kind of opportunities are we generating. And at that point, we're taking all that data and saying, okay, these are the 1, 2, and 3 base prices we have to be in, right? So that when we connect with the contractor and that one says things that sounds like type B, we know that type B is going to fall within a specific price point. And so from the very first proposal submission, we're going to give it to them within the range that we know they're going to like, right? The range that we know because of the previous bids we've been submitting. But this is getting a little ahead right now. What I want you to do is understand that emails are the best method to contact your GCs, and that when you use them consistently, things start to add up. So if you're a contractor that's just starting, that wants a little more information on the topics that I hit on, I'm going to leave 2 things for you in the description. Number 1, I'm going to leave the how to outbound email for free video so that you can go and watch that and start generating these leads. And number 2, I'm going to leave the outbound email template that we are currently using today for you to simply copy and implement into your outbound system.